Morning, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity, Pravi. Obviously, the results didn't go the way we wanted or expected. So it's one of those things that it's a setback for us. But as it may be, it's an opportunity for us to learn. In the game of football, you learn, you get better. And we're looking ahead to the Durban City game, which gives us an opportunity to get the points, and we head forward where we're heading, or according to the plans we have.
Thank you. I'm not going to take much of the time, media. It is your platform, hence we invited you. On the clock, I'm going to, because we've got 3 players lined up, so I'm going to give each 10 minutes or so that we cover enough ground. We'll start Macarena's indication already.
Yes. Morning, Zitha Kwinika from the Business Sport here. You see, the management is setting a target of returning to the Champions League. After this midweek's results, Chiefs is 17 points behind. Is it still realistic, or should you at least target the next available position? When you look at how the league standings are right now, and also the importance of returning to the continent, is it a realistic target?
Thank you. No, I think it is a realistic target for us. There's still 12 games to play, and us getting maximum points in a whole lot of games can give us an opportunity to get back where we want to be, which is meeting our target that we set for the season. So it's realistic, and I think it's a minimum for us, to be honest. If we can't reach that, then it makes things difficult for us. So I think that's where we're heading, and the focus is just that, taking a game as it comes and get as maximum points as we can.
Sorry, to finish in the top 2, still possible?
No, I'm not talking about numbers, but targets that we have as a group, as a team. We know what's our target, and I think for where we are, we're still within our reach for where we want to go.
Zitha, obviously the results hasn't been coming for the past few weeks. As a collective, you're not getting the points. But as individuals, is there no chatter amongst the team to say, there's a World Cup coming up, we need to perform at the best of our abilities to improve our chances to break into the national team?
No, obviously, besides anything else, as an individual, as a professional player, when things like this happen, you have a self-introspection, which you sit down and say, is it good enough? So as things are, we're not in the right track, and that's where we're heading. That's what we're focusing. I think mainly our focus is us doing right at our space. Maybe that can open a whole lot of horizon in the outside. So the more we do well as a group, as a team, we get results, then that can give us an opportunity to be wherever. And yeah.
Zitha, I'm sure you know the history of this club. This club was born on Wednesday, the 7th of January 1970. And on Sunday, if you do lose, for the first time in the history of this football club, you'll be losing 4 games in a row. And history will also remember you as that. Are you guys looking to do something different in regards to stopping that?
Will be part of that history. I think the boys know what's at stake, and we're heading in that direction. So I don't think we'll be part of that history.
Okay, Zitha, we are Benjamin Renga, Sorting Daily News. Just a bit of a follow-up on what Veride said about the targets. The team has 12 games to go before the end of the season. Realistically, how many points would you, as a team, want to collect from those 12 games?
Hence, I said to you, the points thing you can't control, because there's other teams that are playing also. So it's not mainly about realistically points we need to collect, but it's us knowing that in whatever we do, we must get a certain number of points or be in a certain position for us to stand a good chance in us achieving our team target that we have this season. So that it's upon the results, other teams, how they play, and how we play. So I can never come and say to you, this certain number of points will put us where, because other teams are also playing. So if they lose 11 games, then it means maybe we need one to win, then we get an opportunity to be where we want to be. The target that we have set as a group.
Zitha, one of the standout points for this match that you're going into, it will be a match of redemption, seeing that your fans are still reeling from the previous results in the derby and stuff like that. How have you dealt with it as players to brush that off and shake that off rather, to say the next match needs to give us 3 points without actually looking back? As one of the leaders of the club, how have you dealt with the junior players that probably suffered that result for the first time?
I think that everyone was hurt about that result, to be honest. Is one of those results that you just want to forget and focus on the future ahead. But I think those are the results that make you learn, you grow from them, you improve from such results and not wanting to feel the same way again. So that on its own, it's a benchmark and saying we can't go back there. The game's ahead. That's where we get an opportunity to redeem ourselves, get better, and probably meet the required results that we need for us to, I'm still emphasizing, the target that we have set and where we want to be.
There were hands there, I'm not sure.
Zitha, on the opposition Durban City, what has made them so difficult to play against this season?
I think they are a well coached team. They're organized. They have a good shape. They change within the game in terms of how they play. Sometimes they stay a bit back, and then in moments they go on transitions and whatnot. So it's not a team that's easy to say you know how they'll come on the day. So mainly on that, it's us preparing well. I think we've been in trying to prepare for all phases of the game, which gives us an opportunity to do what's required on the day or deal with situations as they arise.
As players, like how much accountability are you guys taking for the position the team is in, and what do you think is needed to sort of take the team out of work?
We take full accountability, and I think, good question, thank you. We take accountability for whatever that's happened. We're not blaming anyone, or we know we're all in this together. So it's us to say, change this. We know that we are the ones that are in position to change this. There's no one from anywhere will come and save us. It's us being in this position, and us being in this group. We have to change the situation. And I think, to be honest with you, it's not as bad as it seems if you look where we've been and where we are now. But it's unfortunate that the brand that we serve, it requires you to be at your best game every week, every day. So to be honest, the boys know that we can sit back and stats and whatnot, but at the end they don't really matter. But the reality of it is not as bad as it seems, because it changed in a speed of 3 weeks. That's where the whole thing changed and flipped to be so bad. But if you go back, we've been trying to do things properly, and I think we're in a good space with the boys.
There were many hands here. Let's start with Kamal first and then come to
Zitha, it's back to back. KZN opponents, you guys played Richards Bay, now it's Durban City. I mean, when you reflect back on the Richards Bay game, fine, we might not have played, but as a team, reviewing that game, what is it that you want to do differently? More so that in the last game there were no shots on targets on goal, you know, at the end of the day having to suffer defeat. What is it that you're doing differently, learning from that game, going into the Durban City game?
Obviously, it's getting into right spaces, being in right shapes and position in terms of us not conceding and creating more scoring opportunities. But that also being done, being in the right space, the right passes, occupying the right moments of the game. So I think in that we've learned and we understand that when certain people do certain things, what are we required to do in us trying to get the best results or create scoring opportunities, defending and winning the game.
last one for Kwinika.
Yes. On the positive side of things, looking at yourself as one of the leaders as well, and the incidents that involve some of the fans showing their consent, how much of that is a driving force to you as the elders of the club, fans are out there concerned, but they're still doing it peacefully, that they even came here to protest. Just take us through your headspace when you look at all of that, what is happening with the fans.
That comes with the perks of being in Kaizer Chiefs. You understand. For me personally, it's not just me coming to work. This is where I grew up, team support growing up. So the pain they feel, I definitely feel it. So I know where they are. It doesn't come from a bad space, but it's them wanting good results for the team. And we understand and appreciate that in terms of us saying we know what we need to do for them to be happy. And we are also not proud of the space we put them based on whatever sacrifices they do, the love they have. The unfortunate part, they love this brand so much. So we don't take offense in that, but it makes us to be strong and give us an edge to say we need to do better to make these people happy. And we're definitely in the process of doing that, and we shall make it possible.